All right, play this trailer.
What's with all the screaming and shit? Clark, Man of Steel, Superman, what do you want to do? What do you think of this?
The sun is hurting my eyes.
Apparently the bat signal's blinding his eyes. By the way, did Bruce Wayne take the bat signal to set in Metropolis or everything?
Yeah.
Or just set in Gotham?
Is this like set around the world? Maybe he's got like a bat signal in every city. The new one.
Maybe it's like Batman Returns, signal in every part of his house. Who is Batman, by the way? This is the Dawn of Justice.
The teaser, or whatever the fuck you people are going on about. I'm mad. I am seriously mad. My entire Facebook is clogged up.
These fans,
shit.
These fans are from The Running Man.
Buster touched me. It's here's the Batman versus Superman board game.
They could have just the Batman chocolate. Jesus Christ.
That's how this whole thing started. Was they went to Leon. They went. You know, what's the next? Do you want to? Oh, I love Batman, but I love Superman too. I can't decide. Don't decide. We'll make your mind up for you. Here's Batman versus Superman. That's how this happened.
If only Superman came out like Buzzsaw. And it's Batman and Dynamo. If only Ben Affleck could sing like Dynamo from The Running Man. And man, he was solid steel!
That would have been awesome in the 89 movie when the Batwing crashed. He came out, yeah, I've got no power! Cut to commercial! I've got no power! Jesus Christ!
But if you make Vicky Vale the next time, what's the matter, bitch?
Or it's funny at the front of the cathedral.
I'll show you, dickless Joker. Understand of The Running Man.
Yeah, it'd be better than... Seriously, no, Zack Snyder on this morning.
Zack Snyder is Killian. Give them what they want. No, give us a story.
Like, yeah, but this is what they want. This is it. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if this was a dog turd with ears on it. Shaped in the bat symbol, people would be going ape shit.
That's why they asked Christopher Nolan, you going to be involved with this? I have to score some steroids. I'm gonna go and work with a real actor like Matthew McConaughey from True Detective and go and launch into space.
I'm gonna get away from this shit. I don't even like Batman. I'm finished.
Who?
No, serious. I know this is heresy. I'm Batmaned out. I am Batmaned out.
He's 75 years old.
I've had enough. Every time I get on Facebook, look, it's Harley Quinn. She had a bit of a little readjust. I'm like, I love Batman. This is not me. I love Batman. We were there at the start. We were there.
Adam
old man worked for Real Brothers, for Christ's sake. We were there, and it's just too much. It's too much now.
And this is coming from an idiot who has a Batman tattoo on his back.
Yeah,
give it a break. For Christ's sake.
Give it a break. What do you reckon? What's his name from Hercules?
From Hercules? Samson?
No. It's Ursius.
Oh, Ursius.
Yeah. Get it right, for Christ's sake! I just can't. No, it's all it is. It's just 2 shots. It's just 2 shots.
But this is just just handing to the fans saying, look, it's rainy, it's gothy. Batman's got wide eyes.
And Superman's got red eyes.
What the fuck is that about? Because he's blinded by the signal. He's like, just turn that shit.
I want Superman become Skeletor. Skeletor's a Sith Lord. Look, when does Superman become a Sith Lord? Well, I don't mind. They might all be explained in this movie. But people are just going off 2 shots. Anyone who has written this, anyone who's written, I just came. You are a fucking dickhead. Oh, you are.
I've worked out the plot already.
Dickhead.
I've worked out the plot. Bruce Wayne's upset because he's satellite, so he because there's no power in the whole city. It's just that light.
And he's a lazy bastard, so he's like, I'll just whack the light on, Superman will come in.
I'm going to blind him with this light. Look at him and Not too much else.
Now, it sounds like we're hating the trailer. We're not! We're not!
It is a fantastic looking trailer.
There is one single piece of dialogue in it. It is 20 seconds long or something. 20 seconds!
It could have been Bruce Wayne sitting in
Stop being so stupid!
the barber, get a haircut, and smash stupid.
Greatest thing I've ever seen! People are fucking stupid!
And look, you're talking to we were listening to two very big, serious fans of Batman.
Yeah.
We have seen it all.
I grew up with Adam West, alright? I was there.
He wasn't in the house.
That's right.
So get out, Adam.
Yeah, get it.
I rode in that fucking car and it broke down on me. I'm still a fan.
Yeah. And, yeah, I defended Batman surfing against the Joker. And even that had more action than this. Even that was more exciting. What do you give me a break? And I'm not saying
this is like a
trailer. It's not even a trailer. It's nothing. It's 30 seconds.
This review's gonna go. But it's like the whole. It is literally. It's to the Sin City type of fans. Like, look how rainy it is. Look how
rainy, gothic, dark. Whoa.
Whoa. Just CTEC started doing that. How are we going to do this trailer? Oh, Batman will stand there.
Look, it looks decent. Like, that's just...
I hope they have the trailer for the new Star Wars and Mark Hamill just standing on a building, looking up, seeing the Falcon. Best trailer ever!
Oh my God, all back, alright. George, this was what was missing. Not enough people looking at it.
That trailer could be... Put Ken Watanabe in there. Have a stare off with Batman. He did that with Godzilla, so why not?
Well, he wasn't, but maybe bring it back. Ra's al
Ghul just still sitting there in the snow.
He's dead. He's dead. No, he's just... In fact, when that piece of wood fell on him, he wasn't dead. He was just looking up. He just stuck it.
And who saves him? Godzilla.
He's pretty bad. But look, seriously, like I got on there this morning. People were saying, "Oh, I'm excited! It looks incredible! It is going to be, without doubt, the best Batman movie." Fuck off! Like, fuck off! It's 2 shots. I'm not saying the movie's going to be bad.
So far, looks good, but he hasn't spoken. He hasn't even physically moved. He's tilted his head slightly up and looked. With a pair of white sunglasses on.
But you and me have always said Ben Affleck's not going to be the...
I have no issue. It's the story.
Yes.
The story.
And then I took...
So far, I have seen no evidence of anything.
Look, for me, the whole DC thing, it's been going downhill for a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to take a while. It's going to take... I thought Dark Knight Rises was nowhere near as good as Dark Knight.
It's still a decent film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, this coming from someone who's seen it once. Who was a big fan, and I've only seen it the once.
Like, I think people made excuses. And then Man of Steel came out, and yeah. And listen, I mentioned Green Lantern and shit, but like, there is not... People demand more, for Christ's sake! That's what makes me mad, is that like people... like, everyone's got a right to their own opinion, right? Like,
no. I'm sorry, they're wrong.
But it's just, the last couple of movies, people have said about how good they are. Like, a lot of people, it should be more people widgets. We should demand more from this.
Prime example is The Avengers. Now,
what about
people say it's a great movie, and it is a very fantastic fun ride. It is not the best written film of all time. It's just a very
sick
fun...
and tired of people all of a sudden...
If it's a fun film, just say it's fun, and that's what it is.
You go on those pages and shit, and you see, like, the top 10 movies, they'll all be from the last 20 years or something.
People have got
like, fucking... movies were made before then. I know this is weird, but like, they were. I'm like,
Alfred Hitchcock should have directed a Superman movie.
And then, the thing about Hitchcock is he always finished at 5 o'clock, so Superman could be about to attack Batman, and just as the night goes down, well, Batman might be covering, but I'm going home.
You would have to have a blonde leading lady to shag, because he always wanted his blonde.
Yeah, who should have directed... David Lynch should have gone Batman.
I tell you
midgets running around.
Who should have directed this? Is a guy called Matt Reeves.
Well, we haven't seen the movie yet.
I don't care.
It's just... you can only go off someone's track record, and let's face fact.
It's just annoying me that it's not the whole, it's Batman, Superman. It's Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, fucking the Flash, Aquaman. What Aquaman? That's why it's raining. He's going to be sitting in a puddle.
That's how they can get him out of the water. Look, I can live. Look, I'm not saying the movie's going to...
What's a fish going to do against the Man of Steel?
I've got my negative thing about it.
What's he going to throw a fish at Superman? What's they going to do? Maybe he can fry and cook it up.
Have you read these comics, these Batman versus Superman comics? Have you read any of them?
World's Finest.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, how is it Batman fights Superman? Because Superman, doesn't he, in one comic, he blows out an entire universe for a birthday cake.
He blows out a star.
Yeah, for a birthday. Now, how is Batman going to fight that?
Money. He's going to throw lots of money.
Yeah. Hey, I'm only a reporter. I need this.
I'm going to buy the Daily Planet and then sack you. That's how he wins. It's all because of his satellite dish. He just wants revenge for that.
That should be what the entire thing's about.
It is.
I'd laugh if it was.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'd laugh if it.
That would be awful.
Like, you scratched my... It's like Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack. You scratched my anchor.
If Rodney Dangerfield played Batman, that would be the most awesome.
People going,
oh, the suit looks good on you, though. That's the worst suit.
That's the worst cowl I've ever seen. Look, I love how people were like looking at the cowl going, oh, it looks right. The ears are a bit
short.
I'm like,
oh, look, that's just fan shit. Looking at the ears going, oh, his ears are a bit short, but you know what? It's the story is what I want.
Yeah.
And so far, there is no evidence.
Jesus Christ.
It's like, let's just throw Wonder Woman in there, which they showed her costume reveal. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
People are like, that's the greatest woman I've ever seen! That is the first heroine!
What competition did she ever have? She had a 70s TV show to live up to.
Yeah.
Well,
didn't they do a movie? Have they done a Wonder Woman movie?
I don't think so.
No, I can't fucking
Not that I remember. There was a failed TV series.
Yeah. And the cartoon.
Yeah, it flies a visible ship. That's just a stupid fucking concept of
Maybe if I had been at Comic-Con,
I
would have said, I would have been like Homer Simpson during that Simpsons episode when people are screaming at Mark Hamill, shut up, you nerds! Shut up! Like, look, I'm a nerd too, but Jesus!
Fans are crying when they had the reveal for that trailer. You can
see
them going, oh my god! Like, what? It's a trailer, big fucking deal. Even when they had the trailer for Phantom Menace, how hyped we were. I was like, oh yeah.
It looks good, but I didn't cry.
I didn't. And that's a good point. The trailers can lie.
Yeah.
You want a prime example?
And that was a 3-minute trailer.
How many people found this is going to be the best film of all time? They saw it's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that happened with Man of Steel. Hey, you don't need to go back to Phantom Menace. You don't need to go back.
Yeah, people are still in denial.
Just go back 1 year.
People are still in denial about that film.
The first trailer had him fishing, and that looks pretty good.
That's how Aquaman's going to come into it.
And then, to be fair, people were edgy about saying, "Oh, I don't know about fishing in a Superman movie." And then the second trailer, people. Remember, I still remember people. Wait till you see this footage at Comic-Con. This is it. This is it. This is the one that's going to do it. This will beat Dark Knight. It'll be the one. I'm like, people go, I love Batman. People are ruining it for me. Yeah.
Even Superman, even in his own trailer for the sequel of his own film, gets cut aside for mainly Batman.
Yeah, just, like, it looks like he's having a cigarette.
Is the movie Batman versus Superman or Superman versus Batman? Because Superman, I'm sure, has been pushed way out. He's not even got even his name comes second in the title.
He could at least, like, even Dawn of Justice. See, when I hear Dawn of Justice, it sounds like, doesn't it sound like an episode of Boston Legal?
Sounds like a cheap British TV show.
Like, it sounds like we're looking to hate this. We're not, but Jesus, get a grip. It's just a 50-second teaser.
But it's not even that. It's literally like, you could have said to me, oh, this is a fan footage thing, and people were like, oh yeah, it looks like a really good fan film. Yeah, it doesn't show anything to prove that it's like a big fucking Hollywood budget. You can't even recognize Ben Affleck because he's wearing all the armor and shit.
Why are their eyes glowing? I'm still...
fans.
I'm like...
What are fans?
And no one's asked that. Like, people are automatically like,
That's Sonar shit to see what he's fucking doing.
Like people doing cartwheels and shit. Like,
they are. It's true. I mean, as you said, Facebook has been flooded.
I couldn't get on. I just wanted to find out what was happening in the world. Oh, Bryan Singer, the charge has been dismissed against him.
Oh, that's not important, but Batman's going to blow it off.
Oh, look, he's sitting. Batman's sitting. If Batman and Robin came out now, no shit, people would look at that trailer and say it was look good.
Oh, I'm sure they would.
They would look at that trailer
deny that
and say it looked good.
Yeah, I mean, people say, oh no, it always looks shit house. If you read into that trailer, you can make it look good.
Yeah.
You could make any fucking trailer for any film look good. Yeah. But Man of fucking Darkness, whatever, Man of Justice, I have no issue.
Justice
Ben Affleck,
of the League.
I think Ben Affleck is a good choice. I think Henry Cavill or Gavale, he's a fine Superman, and even Gina, Fast and Furious, Go Hard, or whatever.
Yeah.
Casting is fine. But just the story! Story! Show me a script. Prove to me you've written a word of this film. That's what I want to see. Not, look at all these photos, all this art. Oh, we forgot a script!
Don't you reckon they're going to go off all those images that fanboys wank over? Like from the Dark Knight Returns or
it
whatever.
Is all the glowing
it doesn't matter
if
they actually adapt the plot, but they'll go off the images. Like, yeah, that's what they could be that. That's what
visuals and story can work, and that's what Dawn of the Planet of the Apes proved. That's why Matt Reeves would have been a good choice.
Yeah,
obviously not going to happen now, but the idea of Zack Snyder. God made Sucker Punch. That trailer looked pretty good as well, as far as I remember.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen the film, but I've heard
Man of Steel.
Oh, man.
Fucking, and what else?
300.
People like that. And I'm like, really? I don't know.
300 is just, it is visually...
I thought it was wank. I thought it was just, I'm like, I don't care.
Because the main character's a complete dick.
Asshole. They're all assholes. So when they get killed, it's like, the only character who was interesting was the Hunchback, and you're supposed to be like...
Oh, Lena, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, she's not that memorable, then. She's at home.
just at home, does nothing.
Gets her tits out one bit. That's
because he doesn't do anything. He's like, I'm going to shag her, I'm going to go fight now.
Yeah. You can't lift your bloody... What is it in the bit? You can't lift your spear too high, you can't be in this army. How am I supposed to like him if he's saying that?
Yes, that's the point, because he's already started. He betrayed his hunchback of Notre Dame, dickhead. Yeah. That's why he got betrayed.
And then you're like, oh, these poor 300. Oh, fuck them.
They knew that. They were riding to their own death.
I'm like, and then people are like, oh, but look at those bodies, look at those images. Oh, fuck off. I'm like, well, yeah, there's plenty of movies that look spectacular.
What movies has he done? Okay, he did 300.
Yeah,
Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah,
which it's pretty.
I liked it, but the
original still better.
I can't even remember. The
Sucker Punch.
Watchmen is the
Watchmen. I will still say is his best comic book movie.
Yeah,
I do not give a shit what the fans say because you know what? That actually had story to it.
Yeah,
it had good visuals. It was mainly focused on the story, and that's what the fans complained about. Oh, he changed this and he changed that.
Bad sex in it.
Oh, I don't like
that. Yeah. Out of all these movies,
add that Man of Steel.
You see how, like, the opening of that with the...
Hey, they had still more love chemistry than fucking Lois and Clark.
My foot and this desk that I've got my foot on at the moment have more chemistry than those.
I have serious aim. She had more chemistry with Jason Segel. Not Steven Seagal. Jason Segel from the Muppet movie. And I'm not even exaggerating.
I thought she had more chemistry with Kermit.
Look, everyone's dead. Let me kiss you. This is how... I just saw a good joke about the Muppets. Now, this got nothing to Man of Steel, but why can't Miss Piggy count to 70?
What?
Because every time she gets stuck, every time she counts up to 69, she gets a frog in her throat. I have no idea why. It's just so on Facebook. That's a good joke. Which has nothing to do with Man of Steel, but you know what? Neither does that trailer.
She should go for Gonzo. Look at that
giant nose.
Gonzo would be tell me that giant nose wouldn't be useful.
Gonzo would be a better Superman.
That'd be awesome. Somebody put that in the trailer. A giant nose on the signal.
I don't like the signal either. I don't like the signal. The signal just looks...
To be fair, I didn't like... In Batman Begins, that part never ran true for me. With the
signal.
The fucking just... You whack some dude on the light and all of a sudden... Oh, look, it's a bat. No, it fucking isn't. It's just some idiot just strapped there. Not to mention the heat would burn his ass. And before you say anything... Nolan's supposed to... Nolan... it's not supposed to be realistic. Well, Nolan's thing is supposed to be fucking realistic, isn't it?
Of course it's going to be realistic, because how the hell did you get the Batmobile on the fucking cape in the first place?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's the foundation. How did he discover that was the way to get across the giant fucking chasm? Use the rocket. What if it doesn't work? That's what we said that argument. It doesn't work. Well, the battery doesn't work. Batman's fucked.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. Even the Nolan world it's not believable.
Yeah, I know. Well, look, that could be a good part for this one. They're going back a bit more.
That's the one thing. If you're going to do that, then go all out. Yeah, but still have a story.
Yeah.
Because you have a man of steel, guy who can destroy planets, against a businessman who lost his parents. I mean, it's kind of a bit of a different rivalry.
And the guy who invented Facebook actually going up against.
Yeah, that I still. Everyone's complaining. I'll wait until I see that and judge it for myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's just do it with all this stuff, though. I mean, yeah, we're talking bad shit about it already, but like the thing is, like, we're not that serious about it.
We are not bagging the trailer out.
No,
we are bagging the
fucking reaction to it.
Who are crying.
Like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Every time somebody does that, it's giving enforcement that they can do anything they want.
You know who they are? They're Rocky Balboa when he won the title. This is the greatest day in the history of my life. That's how you're acting. Acting like a fucking hatred. That's how they were acting when they're seeing the trailer. That's how I picture it.
And you know how we're reacting? The guy in Rocky Balboa. What do you know? How is your reaction to the trailer? Badly. What are they going to do? Stuffed chicken?
What do you think Zack Snyder is directing? Bad. Now, Adrian Balboa.
What's the story about the next one? Pounded chicken?
Might as well be. Now, my reaction is Adrian Balboa to Zack Snyder. Talking to Christopher Nolan, yeah. He doesn't have your heart. You can, but if you're not, Nolan, you're gonna pass it on to Zack Snyder, for God's sake. The man is lost. And he does need you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nolan, you're losing your trilogy.
And he's like, I don't care, I'm going to space. I'm going to space. Beat that shit.
Nolan is Rocky now. It's just brain dead fucking writer.
Yeah. Should we talk about kicking the ass? Because it hasn't been around for a while.
We've been busy.
We've been very, very busy. I'm working lazy. Believe it or not, we don't get paid for this shit. It's surprising. We don't get, so at the moment, we're both working really hard. Yeah, some of us.
My popcorn box is more realistic than that fucking trailer of Batman. just Christopher Nolan, Christian Bale. Gee, I've got his name already.
Just why is the city collapsing? They never really,
because it's dark.
Like, did Bane just jump up and down a couple of times?
Yeah, but that's no, okay, which one are we looking at? That's Dark Knight Rises, that's Dark Knight.
Oh, you're looking at the other one. I didn't even notice that.
So sad I've kept popcorn box. And here I am still telling you fans you're overreacting. I have popcorn boxes up there. Yeah. That's how fucking sad you guys are. I mean, look, so far, I'm going to see it.
And then there's the Hobbit poster.
Oh, that's the greatest poster I've ever. Now that is a poster. Even though shit, Sherlock. Even that poster's boring.
No, it's fucking just some dude standing there and dragging
him out of breath.
Isn't that going to be like the first 2 minutes of the movie?
That's like the last 10 pages of the book.
So, but that's the first, because where the last one ended, the next one's going to end. The next one's going to start up with that, isn't it?
It's boring. It's already boring.
But yeah, we will be back. I don't know when.
No, I don't know. Who knows?
In a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, maybe we should go back to William Hootkins.
Who?
The guy who played Porkins.
Oh, Porkins.
Yeah, he's got a message to Zack Snyder, and and just you might have won over you're easily impressed, but we've got a message for you from him.
Get to the point.